Hi everyone, Decent Turtle Dove. Welcome to my channel and welcome any new subscribers. Hope you are all doing well. I am here with a WIP and chat. I have made a lot of progress with my Snowman cross stitch. I reviewed this from diydigitalart. I'll leave the link to the product below and their website, but I absolutely enjoy every moment of making this cross stitch. Look at the cap. I don't know why, I love the colours of the cap. So I don't have too much to do. That's the back, and I have the white face. I'll show you what it will look like. So I've got all the white snow to do and just a couple of, I think, the yellow strips of the scarf and a little bit on the birds, and of course all the what's it called, the long stitch or back stitch, sorry. So yeah, really enjoying this. I did make a little bit of a boo-boo when I started. For some reason I thought this was 11 count, so I was using 3 strands of the thread, whereas I'm only meant to use 2 because this is 14 count. So what happened, I started with the orange and I ran out. So I've got some other threads because years and years ago I did a bit of cross stitching, and I've got a couple of other kits, so I'm just going to pick a colour from there. And if worse comes to worse, I could always order from the website or just go to Spotlight and get the same DMC code, so it should be fine. But I'm sure I'll come up with something, and because of that it comes up thicker as well because I used 3. So what I did was, when I did I stitched some other colours, if I knew that I would have a lot of colour left of the thread, for instance the green, I did the same. I used 3 strands just to give it a bit of texture. So don't worry so much if you make mistakes like that, because one, only you know, but you can also, you know, do other things to make it different. So I mean, you could even put beads on there if you wanted to. But anyway, I am going to continue and I've left all the snowy white colour till last because, being white, I don't want to get it dirty, even though before I cross stitch I always wash my hands. But today, because white is easy to see, especially on the blue symbol, so I'm just going to do a little patch of white together with you today. And next time you see this, it'll be a finished project, I think. So let's get on with it. I'm going to put my glasses on. So if you enjoy watching people cross stitch, this is the video for you. Okay. So this is the thread that I've got left, so you can see I've done a lot, and the blue symbol is number 28. So of course there's a lot of white there. I did get in trouble with a couple of colours, the black, and I didn't use 3 strands in this, only 2. Where is it? I've got this much left, and I was worried I wasn't going to get it all done. So I'm just hoping, no, there's no long back stitch using the black. But yeah, there's a couple of colours that were very close, number 8 as well, 498 and 310. So yeah, getting a bit close to being worried you're not having enough, and especially for someone that doesn't cross stitch a lot and they don't have any backup embroidery thread, I would suggest that they put a little bit more in, even just an extra couple of strands. It's funny because some colours you have a lot left and others, yeah, you don't. So, but they've been pretty close with all their colours. And too close on some. Okay, so I'm just going to take one of these strands out and put that back. And I've been referring to this graph a lot as well, because some of the symbols are very similar. So there's a cross and it's blue, and then there's a circle and that's blue, and then there's some strips at an angle. And yeah, because there's not a lot of those symbols in some places, like the birds for instance, it's very hard to see, so this really comes in handy referring to the graph. I'm just going to turn it around and just make sure. This is pretty easy, that one. I don't think I'll have to refer to the graph for that, but so I'm just going to take the two threads out. Normally just stick them on my lap. Oh, and by the way, I found my wax. It was right down the bottom of my box where I keep all my diamond art accessories and things. I did look through there, but it was hiding in a corner somewhere. So far I haven't been using the wax, but now I've got it, I'll just run it through a couple of times. And that all comes out in the wash as well. It's water soluble, so I think I mentioned in the last video when I started my cross stitch, I really love this threader. And the magnetic needle minder comes in handy too. The thing is, everything wants to stick to it. Okay, so I'm going to do this part, so I'll zoom in and hopefully just roll this side up, just rolling it up so I can just hold it like that. Tripod legs are a bit in the way, but I'm trying to excuse me, I'm still coughing. I'm trying to get a better position for you. Or maybe I should, I think I'll hang it over a little bit. And where's that box? I've got a heavy box that I can keep that up there. Now I'm just going to readjust the camera. Okay, that will be easier for me. So I went out this morning and I needed to get another bra. I hate bra shopping. I have an underwire bra that I've had for a couple of years, and the underwire snapped in half. So I thought, being summer soon, I think I need a nice neutral nude colour bra. So after trying on 6, and I hate trying on bras, yeah, I got one and it was 40% off, which is good. So I only buy those sort of things when it's on sale. Already knotting up. I hate when that happens. Sometimes they come undone very quickly and other times not. It can be very frustrating. Now let's see, I'm just going to straighten this out. Seems to, hopefully it hasn't made that cotton worse. Maybe I should have just run it through the wax once. Okay. No. You're not going to knot up. Oh, of course it is. So yeah, I got that, and then I went to the body shop because I don't normally go there a real lot, maybe once or twice a year, but around Christmas time they have the most nicest smelling spicy Christmas body moisturiser. So I got a jar of that. Now where is it? I'll put it here so I can show you. Spiced orange body yogurt, orange, vanilla and cinnamon, and this is vegan, and these sell out really quickly. So they had a hand cream, but I thought I'd go for the body because I can use it for my hands as well. I'm just going to smell it. It smells really nice, and I'm not going to put any on because I don't want the canvas getting messed up. But yeah, that was $20. So, but I do that once a year, at least around Christmas. If you go there too late, they'll be sold out and they don't get any more in. So I did that, and then I went to the Browse In and Save, and I was looking for a picture frame, a frame for this snowman. And I did get one, but I'm going to have to cut off about 2 centimetres of the end of the canvas. So I probably have to cut off just some of those branches here on the end, just slightly, which will be fine. And I'll show you the frame when I finish this little bit here. Just using 2 hands underneath so it doesn't get knotted up so easily. You still might move this over a little bit. There we go. I did my grocery shopping at Aldi the other day and trying to get like a few nibblies here and there every week, and this week they were supposed to get in some prawns, tiger prawns, lobsters, some salmon, and I wanted to get some prawns and salmon to put in the freezer for Christmas, but they didn't come in. So apparently you can go on the website and they'll let you know when it comes in or what's been delayed, and I don't know why, but they haven't put that down as something that's been delayed, which it has, because the little catalogue that they send with their specials tells you that that was supposed to come in on Wednesday and it didn't. So I went in, it's Friday today, I went back there yesterday again and nothing, but I can't go there every day, even though it's only 5 minutes drive away from me, but just don't want to pop in there every day, so I'm hoping I'm not going to miss out, but I might pop in there tomorrow, Saturday, and if they don't have it, well, I'm just going to have to wait until next Wednesday. Hopefully it will come in next Wednesday, but it's always the items that I want. But I did get a couple of vegan, they look like turkey rolls, and they're stuffed with cranberry and apricots and things. My son, while he does eat a lot of meat, he does eat a lot of vegan food, and it's his birthday and his partner's birthday just after Christmas. My son's birthday's in March, but his girlfriend's birthday, I think it's in February, so yeah, I'd just like to get that while I can, so I grabbed a couple of those. And then I got some nougat too. I love Aldi's nougat. It's 3 different flavours. I've got to be careful though, because I can open one and easily eat the whole thing. Well, that's the only downside with buying nibblies well before Christmas, is that you have to have you can't eat it beforehand, and I've been known to do that with domino stains. So this isn't going to take me long, although it's deceiving because there's still a lot of stitches there. This is just before lunchtime. I thought my belly's starting to make noises, but it's telling me to eat. But I thought I might have lunch beforehand, but then if I do that, my belly's going to make all sorts of noises digesting the food, so I thought I'll film this first. Hopefully my hands aren't in the way too much. One of those overhead cameras would be good, but I've been trying to film with my iPhone and it's not working because I can't retrieve the files easily, and I don't even know where it's been put, so or where it's been placed, I should say. English lately. So I've given up, I'm just using my camera, which plays up to, but we'll get there. Just going to cut off this little tail. Actually, I know what I'll do. just going to lift that book up and pull it out one. You get to see a bit more canvas. Yes, I think the back stitching will take, or the, is it back stitching or long stitch is it called? Hang on, let me see, I'm always terrible at the moment. Back stitch. I think the back stitch will take a little while because there's a fair bit of it. You see around the hat and the nose and the eyes and the outside of the scarf, and then some on the blossoms. But that really does make it look more crisp. It just brings everything out and makes it look a lot clearer. Move that out the way. Last weekend, because hubby and I have both been sick, and I've been sick for the last 6 weeks, but haven't been out much, doing much at all, so he said last Sunday, oh, do you want to go for a drive in the country? The Strathalbyn we went. It's a nice country town, and we sat and had some lunch. I had some salt and pepper squid with a salad and just a few little chips. And then I had a banana caramel pie, which I couldn't eat in the cafe, so I took it home. My eyes were bigger than my belly. But these days I don't normally buy dessert, I can never fill it in, but yeah, I really wanted to because we don't go out much like that anymore these days. So, but it was really nice just to get out. It was a drizzly day, but there was no wind, and yeah, went to a couple of antique shops and had a look. A few things that I liked, but they're all $300+. So I just window shopped. But it was just nice to get out of the house, and the drive itself was nice too. And just sit down and have a nice lunch that you didn't have to make yourself. Hubby and I love going out for coffee, and you know, even if it's just coffee or sometimes a little piece of cake or something. Even if it's local. So this Monday evening is Halloween here in Australia, and apparently a couple of days ago I looked at the weather forecast and it's meant to be about 20 to 25 mils of rain early next week, Monday and Tuesday, and maybe Wednesday, I can't remember. So I was mentioning that to my daughter this morning, and I always go out trick-and-treating with them because it's really fun to watch, and it's a really nice atmosphere. Everyone's nice, and you just see all the outfits and things. But I don't know if I'll be able to do it this year if it's going to rain like that. I said to my daughter, you might have to just take the girls in the car, and then her hubby can maybe grab one of the girls at a time. She's got 3 little ones, and maybe there'll be breaks and they can just stay close to the car. If it rains, they can run back in and drive a bit further down and do it that way, because they bought outfits for the girls, so it'd be a shame if they missed out. Yeah, Australia's had a lot of flooding. The transatlantic railway line is shut down too because of all the flooding, and between South Australia and Perth and South Australia and Darwin, and Victoria and New South Wales have had a lot of flooding, and if we get a lot of rain like that next week, maybe South Australia will have some flooding too. I think we're in our third El Nino. It's very wet until January apparently. You can see, like I go a little bit faster when I'm not on camera, but you can see it does take a while still to do this. You can't really see me putting the needle in. See if I face it this way and don't get confused. Might be able to see more. No. Oh, there goes my belly again. Now, where is that? Sometimes it just doesn't want to go through. See that? It's going to look nice. Make sure it's not knotted. I did get knotted up a couple of times underneath that I missed, but by the time I realised it was too late, so I'm just going to have to live with it. Just try to neaten it up as much as I can. No one sees under it anyway, so. Trying to keep this hand out the way a little bit, but it's hard. Just grab a drink. My voice is going again. Oh, and I didn't put my timer on again. That's okay, you can always fast forward. I've got a couple of cross stitches coming in from another company I'll be reviewing. One's an autumn theme. Autumn's my favourite time of the favourite month of the year, along with spring, but I do love autumn. So hopefully that'll come, because I was supposed to get a couple of paint by numbers from another company, and I emailed them. I made my choice. They wanted me to review, and I emailed them, and I haven't heard from them, so I emailed and said it's been a month and I still haven't received the goods. I was worried, but they never emailed me back, which isn't good, I think. If you want people to review things, you need to answer emails. But that wasn't DIY Digital Art. They're very, very good with communication, DIY Digital Art. So I do like dealing with them. Now some of the colours, as I cross stitch, the cotton or the thread is really nice and just even all the way along, and then some of the colours, like this yellow one here, looks a lot like sort of more tattered up, but I don't know if that's just the way I was cross stitching, or maybe there's just a little bit of unevenness. But it doesn't worry me. Because it still looks nice once it's done. It's just that I can tell. And I don't think there's anything that can be done about that. It's just, you know, I guess produced on a big scale, and that's what's going to happen. So, but overall I've been really happy with this kit. Anyway, I'm just going to finish off these stitches to the bottom, and then I will show you the whole canvas again, and I'll show you that frame that I got for it. And I will continue this afternoon. I'll have some lunch first, I think. Have a nice cup of tea or coffee and make a sandwich. Okay, so I'm just going to bring the needle up, and then this is where this needle minder comes in handy. Very strong magnets. There we go. So you're not going to lose the needle. Okay. Just readjust everything. Okay, and now I've covered what I've done. So that there is what I've just done. So I've got all his face to do and the other side, and a bit on the little branches and on top of his head. So let's put that over here. Put the needle there. And I'll just quickly, before I go, I'll show you the frame that I bought. So this is a 20 by 25. It's like a shadow box, but I thought because of the snow, being a snowman with the snow, this is sort of white with grey, It's just going to suit him perfectly, I think. So that was $8. The frames are almost more expensive than the actual cross-stitch kit. But yeah, it's a perfect fit one way, but the other way there's a little bit that will be cut off. So I think I'll have a look once it's finished and see what it looks like. If it cuts too much off, I'll keep this for some other project or cross-stitch or diamond painting, and then yeah, I'll just get another one, but that's what I intend to use. You can see the finish. So yeah. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. It's so colourful, I love it. And I love the birds too. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Next time you see this, it'll be finished. Bye for now. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you are.